Hello everyone, it's Sunday. Happy Sunday. Today we're practicing the law of pure potentiality. Today is the day that we recognize that the how everything is going to manifest in accordance with what we truly desire is out of our hands. Everything is placed into the universe to use its infinite organizing power to create all of the minute details that are required to bring what we desire on the deepest level into fruition. That's today's practice, recognizing that. The chakra associated with the law of pure potentiality is the crown chakra, okay? The seventh chakra. And it's appropriately named the crown, right? The crown jewel, because truly to me, the essence of this chakra is the crown jewel. This is our ability to recognize that we are not our physical self and we are not the physical world. We are our essence. We are infinite in our ability to create. We have limitless capabilities. We have unbounded potential. Anything that we can create in our mind and feel, we can manifest with the help of the universe. That is connecting us to that. As we are practicing today, we want to remind ourselves that to get us back to the inside world, we need to become still. We have to listen to what we desire on the innermost levels. This particular law and this particular chakra reminds me that life, our physical experience, is not about the external world. It's about the internal world. It reminds me that all of the co-creation, all of the design, all of the feelings that are associated with joy for me are created on the inside and then manifested on the outside. Now, this is a practice, and this practice works regardless of how we're thinking. What today signifies for me is it reminds me that we have to bring ourselves back to our deepest desires, the desires of our essence at our core, because that's what we truly want to manifest. The truth is, whether we take the time to define it for ourselves or not, whatever we think about most and feel most connected with, whether it's positive or negative, we are already manifesting in the external world. That's in the form of our results. So the fact is, if we are ignorant of these laws, we're still putting them to use. We are just not leveraging them the best way we can to produce what it is that we want to produce. What happens is, especially when we're practicing the law of pure potentiality and connecting with the crown chakra or keeping the crown chakra open, we've got to remind ourselves that because we put so much emphasis on the external world and what's happening there, we have a lot of limitations. That head trash that we have that we've talked about, our limiting beliefs, the internal dialogue that takes place, those thoughts are creating feelings, and those feelings that we choose to hold on to are what is bringing about the results that we're experiencing. We have all the control here, and today, just for today, if we could bring ourselves to what are we thinking, how does that translate to how we're feeling, and consciously modify those thoughts and bring them back to our practice on Thursday, which is about our desires and intentions and how we feel about those, and bring it back to our practice on Saturday, which is connecting with our essence of who we are and what we truly most desire at the core, and we consciously keep that as our trajectory, and we keep that as our attention to how we're feeling about those things of which we desire, then we will be doing ourselves an enormous service by tapping into our personal power, which is completely aligned with and connected with the crown chakra. Okay? The color that is associated with the crown chakra is either violet or white light. If you chose for yesterday violet, then I would recommend choosing white light. Since yesterday, I shared with you that indigo blue, I don't really connect with that color. So for the 6th chakra, I see violet. For me, for the crown chakra, I see white light. And I see a whole sphere of white light around me. It gives me the space to step away from the limiting beliefs, from the external world. It reminds me of the importance of connecting with stillness. If you haven't started a meditation practice yet, I encourage you to do so. It has served me so beautifully because it brings me to that space of nothingness. That's really what we're doing, is shutting down that internal dialogue so that we can connect with who we are. That's what meditation does for me. It separates me from all of the energy, the external energy that sometimes has the tendency to influence my thoughts and feelings. And I know I'm not alone. We are all influenced by the external world, because we look at the external world and we say, we pass judgment. Well, it's working, it's not working, and we use that as our guide. We have to become more reliant on the internal world, and that's what today's practice is all about. Connecting with the energy field of the crown chakra means to connect with the internal, create the stillness, keep the focus on the deepest desires, keep the thoughts and feelings in alignment with the deepest desires that we have, knowing that we will begin to experience those things in the external world when we give more attention to our ability to co-create them. Our personal power is what we have to call upon when we're practicing today the law of pure potentiality. So today is an exciting day. I hope that you spend some time communing with yourself, being with nature, marvel with all of the beauty around us that surrounds us. Disconnect from the turbulence today. Disconnect from the limiting belief systems today. Go back to, what am I thinking? What do I really want? What am I feeling as a result of those things? Those feelings that we have are a result of how we're thinking, and that's where all of our power is. Keep your focus and attention today on the things that you most desire to bring about, and less on what is here right now. The power is from the inside. As within, so without, and today's practice is all about connecting within to bring about all of the desires on the inside so that we experience them on the outside. That's what I have for you today. If you have an experience that you'd like to share, that would be great. We'd love to hear your comments. Would love to have you inspire everyone else in the group so that we can all learn and benefit. And until we connect to tomorrow, make today an amazing day. Bye.